This hurts, doesn't it?
Yes.
No.
Not that much. Wrens, make sure you're out at those markers, making a triangle so it doesn't cross over you.
Oh.
So rebuff's standing in the middle there, you would have just got double zapped. It's fine, because you'll dwarven that.
You want to do 7/7 Kapaya to start with?
Yeah, bro.
Or yours, mate?
Second raw. This does drop off damage, so run out if it's going to do damage too. Friends are coming out in a moment. Range, make sure you're stacked. I'll put a marker down.
Do we want to clear before the next one comes?
Next boss is down. Make sure we're picking him up.
Uh-oh.
Do one left now?
Yes. So last when these guys are together. Ren's out. Ren's out.
Eight stack.
Ren's out.
When are we dispelling?
Not for a bit. There shouldn't be a dispel out at the moment. Oh, yes, there is. I beg your pardon. You can dispel this. Sorry. Alright, bosses on those ads. One died pretty well. Can Mercure and Merc, are you guys able to keep an eye on those stacks? And around the sort of 10 mark, dispel them?
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, Mercure, you'll have the single dispels early, and then you can coordinate with Merc just for mass dispels. I just swipe him up. The amount of healing cooldowns on that blast, was that too much? Not enough?
I don't know if I don't think they're actually used, were they?
Yeah, fair.
First one felt super overkill though.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know if everyone actually like followed the note though, or I wasn't paying attention, but I
I
used
died in
all
the-
3 of mine, and it just felt pretty
Too much.
stupid.
I died on the second one, so I didn't have. I was set for Yulon on that, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, try it again. Because those 2 points are kind of the main pinch points for healers, and then just do whatever you like outside of that. But just those, as long as we're living those 2 AoEs, that's your main bits, I think.
Is it that when he bellows as well as all the swirlies on the floor? Is that what you're talking about?
No, I said, oh, it could be lined up with that. But Neldris will do an AoE pop that he just does a bunch of damage to everyone. Which I can
Is that the bellow?
scroll and
Yeah.
find the name of.
Yeah,
Bellow?
Pretty sure.
so Bellow is just the
Yes.
AoE. So that's the pop, and then Thadrian's is like the 8-second eruption.
Yeah,
Which
with all
we
the
can't
swirlies,
have.
right? Or...
Yep.
Yeah.
No, so
it's-
Swirlies come first. He does a spew, and
okay.
then he does the eruption.
All right.
So no one should get hit by the spew anyway. And then yeah, he does the eruption. There can't be any adds up during the eruption either.
I think the game's crashed one. Be just a minute.
Did it actually overlap there? I don't
No,
get it.
it's one after the other. The bellowing roar happens, but that bellowing roar seems to do a lot less damage than we were thinking. Maybe it's just AMS talking, but it's supposed to do like 500 and something K if you're right up on top of him.
Oh, it one shot me. I was right up on top of him.
Oh, okay. That might just be AMS talking. Well, 600k, sorry, 660k if you're right on top of the boss.
So basically, if there's swirlies after this bellow is when a cooldown should be going off, right?
So if you can see in the note there about the 143 mark, and then again at 240, 238. Just yell out to me. The Wrens really need to get out to those markers. Range, if you guys hang out like just behind Moon on this little piece of coloured mark, if that's your stack point, and that way that's a pretty easy run. I mean, we can adjust those a little bit if you want it a little bit easier, but the main thing is that you're forming a triangle.
Wait, where's Moon now?
Moon's irrelevant.
You're like stack behind Moon. No Moon target.
Yeah, this
Nice.
gold plate that I'm standing on is what I want you to stack on.
Yeah.
Just so that you're in a point. You good, Shubi?
Yeah.
And the idea of the triangle just means that it's that you're not going to overlap the other people. Wrens. Just try and make your way back to your point range.
I'm gonna clear when the boss spawns.
It's hitting 50 now. Wrens. Second boss will be coming out.
I'm getting stacks a lot slower than you.
Probably need
So this is the void eruption. So this is the massive amounts of healing. Kill the ad. Roofs. I just swipe him up. I think we might have to just set cooldowns for those the spells. They're just it's probably a little bit to concentrate on there, and I get missing them. Yeah,
I think it would be better if the people who had the stacks can call it rather than it's because I'm too busy trying to heal here.
Res is up.
If someone can call a dispel on the person, then that would make it much easier.
We're taking it to X, right? Are we taking it like right away,
Yeah.
or are we waiting till a certain amount of stacks?
So certain amount of stacks, so around the 10 stacks mark should be like fairly reasonable.
It is like certain amount of stacks, but it's also ensuring that you don't dispel before his AoE.
Yeah.
Because if the mobs are up, it'll rip through us all.
And
The
it
ad
doesn't.
start
It's big
AoE as
AoE
well.
damage now. Why are we mass dispelling it, or does it not do damage to each other if we dispel it at the same time?
No, you master spell it. So that they all just stand on X, master spell. and then you run out, let it pop once, run all back in and kill it. Ideally in that first pop. Yeah. You probably want to have your restore all, not revival, just so it doesn't accidentally clip it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, do you like single target a boss down, or do you cleave? What's the deal?
Single target. No, even cleave. So we're down to 50%. 2 bosses come out. We even cleave them. So we want one boss to hit 50 the same time the second boss dies, or the original boss dies. So it will be even cleaved down from there.
Just on the healing cities, it seems really overkill for the AoE itself, but it seems like the dangerous part is there's actually a bleed that goes out one just before the AoE and one just after. And that's like the actual dangerous part where people are going to die. So if you're getting a bleed around that point, you need to be using like a big defensive and health stones, because that's like the point where you're going to die.
You've got that on top of the bleed, is what you're saying, or
Yeah, because the bleeds go out. Because the damage that the boss does when it hits you with the bleed, it hits people for like 50% of their max health and then puts the bleed out. So if you're at 50% health while the AoE is going off and then you get hit with the bleed, you're going to die. Because the boss does that big chunk of damage as it applies the bleed.
And remembering too, the roar, his big bellowing roar has drop off damage. So the further you, if you're melee, if you're low health, just run further away. You do take infinitely less damage from that.
You saying slows affect like that affect attack speed, affect the boss, so that reduces his stacks, right?
Nah, it was because my guy jumps around a lot more and does abilities, so I'm not getting hit as much as you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, maybe I'll just call when I need the clear in. If you got one stack, then or two, whatever it happens, and then. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
They should both be dosed up with. Oh, and Relia, are you able to put attack speed slow curse on them? Please. Weakness. Yeah, I can do. Alright, thanks, man.
I heard you say the start of my name as I pulled the battery out of my headset to change it. So I'm assuming you asked me to do something.
Curse of weakness.
That's a weakness. Does
Yeah,
that work
attack
on
speed slow. Yeah.
I suppose I could probably do that.
Alright, let's give a pull.
On Neldris or just all of them?
All of them.
Can
Yeah.
you do more than one at a time?
Or, yeah, whichever one at a time.
If you can only do one at a time.
Yeah, I'll give it a try. I don't really use it that much, but it lasts for 2 minutes, so.
Okay. Well, let's say do Nils first, but then when the next
yeah,
one comes out, then bop it over to that one if you can only do one.
Make sure you're in the triangle, Rens. Just stay there until all 3 go off. Nice. If we can try and take the boss about where we are now on pull.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next boss out, Rendings. Oh,
MD on X.
And bosses onto the ads. Yeah, so that AoE was much worse because we were mid cast there.
How do we already have 3 debuffs out? That doesn't seem right.
What debuff? Sorry.
We already have 3 of the dispels out, or 4 now. That just seems super quick.
I think that should be the. I mean, okay, if you right now there's a lot because we're just insta dispelling it, or people are dying or whatever. But it splits and gets more and more as it goes. Like he puts an extra one out every however long it is.
I should be able to keep the curse on all of them permanently.
Okay.
Ah, cool. To me, is that something that you can concentrate on or no? The dispels? Just when they hit 9 stacks, just say 9 stacks on dispel or something like that.
Yeah,
Mass
try.
dispel.
It's just because I happen to be in that
The
group,
person.
the first group of 3.
I can call them out if you pew pew on.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you.
My mass was only covering about half of the raid.
All the bombs should be on X anyway for the mass.
Yeah, so if you're.
And it's stack up, isn't it? It's not Olympic rings or anything.
Yes, it's stack up.
Stack.
Yeah.
Are we doing
MD on X is
single?
really annoying though, because oftentimes like there's a lot of charges going out, and the people with the debuffs are around there as well. Can we have like
Do
a
you want
separate
separate?
stack point?
Yeah, where do you want it? Oh, here, I'll
I
just.
don't know. Anywhere else?
Are we only doing single mass dispels, I mean? And no
Yes.
single dispels?
Yes. I mean, at the start when there's only one, you save your mana, use a single dispel, but yes, there should only be mass dispels from there on out. If we, it's kind of, yeah, it's somewhat in the middle of the range of the melee pack on blue. So-
Maybe just a bit further, because when you dispel, it makes a big AoE, right?
Hmm.
I think they're moving the dispels to like the opposite side. Might be a bit too much of a run.
That's what I'm thinking. Just the least amount of run. It's kind of in between the 2 packs.
Yeah.
Because you also want to be collapsing on on them with the boss. Toto, Kawaii House.
Set.
The Insidious. It's all good. Right, let's. Friends, get your markers. Is that 3 dwarves? That's fantastic.
It's just so much value, right?
Yeah.
I've seen that video before.
Alright, swap over.
Don't die in a badger hole.
Rens. Running charges, get to the side. Rending charge. And dodging the swirlies.
Clear.
Spelling Toker.
And straight on that. Add.
You want to clear?
Yes. Yep.
Grab toe up and kill that ad. Cool. It's spicy if it goes off.
Where are we stacking for this? Are we still stacking on square? I have 11 stacks.
Yes, yeah, but the healers died, so just die.
Okay.
So 114.
Do I mute myself while eating these carrots, or just?
Nah, let
Please
them
don't.
crunch.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Crunch ASM. Oh.
Does anyone have a repair hammer?
I have 100.
Oh, great. I only need one.
I have 100.
You either get 100 or none.
Yeah.
Take your pick.
Did you drop one? I'll drop.
Double it and give it to the next.
Thank you.
So the spell's going to X, right? And everyone else is
No,
either going
square.
to
Square. Dispel go to
Dispel goes to square.
square, which, yeah, change that slightly just so they don't overlap with the Rens.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Yeah. And we'll just. So, just quickly trying to swap this around.
Winnow.
Do you still. Sorry,
Do
go
you
ahead.
want us to keep hunting them when there's quite a few out?
Well,
As
the
in running to
idea-
them with the boss.
The idea is that everyone should get the spell at the same time, so there'll be a stack of them. Pull the boss there, you kill them. There really shouldn't be 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, sort of randomly
No.
coming out.
So
The
just-
reality is, it's not really about how many stacks you have, it's about timings.
So just put in the note there, Mick Merc. So Merc first. Mick... One of you needs to have a slightly different name. So Merc first, Mercure second, Merc third. With the master spells. I might even just.
I think last time we did this in heroic, like one person master spelling was enough, right?
I think it's just under, right? Because you're. Is it 45 seconds?
25 seconds for a master spell.
Oh, 25. Oh, that's much better.
Yeah, and so it would be better for the shadow to do it because it costs like 20,000 mana for me.
Yeah.
I picked up a weak core to track the bombs, so if you want me to call out whenever the highest person has eight or 9 stacks, just call everyone to go to blue and then just MD. It doesn't matter if 2 people only have 4 stacks. Just get rid of all of them at once.
Yeah.
Which is the
so on
idea.
those, but on those timers, that 114, 151, you shouldn't have to do more than that. But if we do, we might readjust. Murky, you happy? Have you got something that note will ping at you close to your timer?
I think so. I mean, I've got the box there, so should work.
Yeah. Yep. The glow when it's close to your timer thing ticked. If you can just scream that you're going to Master Spell, just so that people really know that they should be on that marker. And yeah, try and do my best to yell for those. Or Timmy, 114, 151.
So just confirming you want us to bring boss on blue when that's about to happen. Sort of thing.
Or just after it happens. So they'll Master Spell, it'll do a pop, then then it'll just be the ads.
Okay.
And then we run on top of it. We just cleave them down.
Yeah, okay. I see it a bit more
And then
structured. Yeah, it saves us because it looks like at the moment it's like running from point to point to point to point.
Yeah, no. And that's shouldn't be something you need to worry about because it shouldn't be happening.
Okay, cool.
Following.
Having a bit of net issues.
Rending charges. Okay. Melee, just see if we can bait that away from the range. So if we can stand on the inside of the room. We may not be able to, but let's just try that. No.
And swap.
So that would be better.
It could probably do so.
I think that is Right, we got this. How many stats can we go?
So dispels will be coming out in a moment. If you have a debuff, go in blue. Mass blue.
It's just cruise.
Yeah, or single dispel. It's fine. Then get on this ad. Murder it quickly. Yep, and now this is the spew that we don't want that to overlap with. No, I beg your pardon. It's like
Eruption now.
It's eruption, yeah.
So just hold him.
Yeah. Okay, so that was a hold. We didn't want to dispel there. There might have been a death though. So it's fine.
Now we empty.
And then now we dispel. Yep. Okay, just swipe it up.
Sorry about that. I was going through some net problems.
Yeah, all good. You said it, and then Drango was like taunt. Taunt.
Yeah, it was stuck on one frame. Everyone was running in the same spot.
The ding like that.
Yeah. Confirms it. So the ads do a second eruption themselves if they are up during the eruption.
Can we
I'll get it.
move around a couple healing cooldowns?
Yeah.
I'm not using Spirit Link on the first AoE. That's a complete waste. Can we move that to the first Dadrian AoE? And then for the Shaman cooldowns, because I know that the first AoE I'm using 3, and then the second AoE Smex is using 3.
Yeah.
Can we mix it up so that first one I'm healing tiding and Sham is Ascendant AGing, and then second one Smex even is healing tiding, and then I'm ascendance aging on the second one. There's just too many globals. I need to put
Yeah.
down a bunch of totems and put out riptides and everything. I've just got too many globals to press. I can't do it.
That's all good. I think that was what I was asking you the other day, because I kind of felt like that too. So you want first healing tide, and which
So I'll do healing tide on the first one, and Smex
Yep,
does
he'll do the other
ascendance
two.
AG. And the second one, Smex healing tides, and I'll ascendance AG.
Are you talking about Nelja's AoE or?
Yeah, yep. Just so you're not pressing
The
all
8
three at
second
once.
AoE.
Cool.
Yep. And then that spirit link right at the start. That
Probably
that
it'll be somewhere around then. It'll likely just be to help the people with rending charge or something.
yeah. So you just want that off the sheet so you can do it whenever.
Yep.
Is it? Yeah. Yep. Because yeah, that AoE pulse does much less than what we were thinking. Anyway. But yeah, to answer that question, yeah, it does a ridiculous amount of damage, so that's why we're avoiding it. Let's go. Really remember we're trying to be not in front of the range, just to bait that frontal. We won't get all of them, but if we can get some. Just dodges. That master spell should go off now. The person on blue.
It missed.
Yeah. So, big on add. Eruption now. This is the healing. And as soon as this eruption ends, should be a dispelling on blue. So be
Shuby
on
and
blue.
Quiz need to be on blue.
Shooting quiz on blue. Mass.
Yeah, we were just solo dispelling there for the shits and giggles.
Hmm. Which then means the next two people are misaligned. Master spell on blue. We have Azrael here as well.
We got a hit. Did I swap our rotation round ring just for one?
The tank order.
Yeah.
Sure.
You want to see something?
I'm just gonna like hard AFK the boss and just yell the dispels because that seems to be a real sticking point there. Yeah, Nin, what are you doing?
Man, I've got like freaking 8 frames.
Mate, you don't even have grain waves to be eating. So where's
No,
your
no, no. I mean
excuse?
frames on the stream. It's like choppy as shit.
What about now? Is it any good or no?
Oh, it's
I
good
I
now.
was alt tabbed a second ago.
It was choppy in combat. So
Ah,
I
okay.
think it's my internet though.
It's all right. Let's give a call.
8-4.
Runs out.
You can solo to spell Crozzy.
So kill the ad melee. Or everyone. So we maybe don't need the maybe don't need the ads on the other bosses on that at that point. So eruption now. The 2 people with that dot
We
need
need
to be on blue. On blue.
Shubi and Kyoto.
On blue, master spell straight away. You should already be there though. Everyone on those ads. And the next one will come up now. So on the... Oh, we massed one. We dispelled one. And then ideally we have the first boss dead by the time this third guy comes out.
Holy shit.
Hmm.
That's a lot of bombs.
Yeah. Because it bounces every time someone dies then. It just does become a bit of a shit show. The one with Azrael, I think it was Merc. Did you die with it? Is that what happened?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Is that
Yeah.
any better, Nin?
It is a fair bit of damage.
I think it was, but it was like, it frozen a bit, so it's probably my internet.
Sorry.
Because Timmy's is laggy as well.
It's just Discord. It's not good for high bit rate upload.
Possibly also because I'm streaming ultra wide. It's more.
I'm ultra wide as well. Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
I just meant in terms of streaming.
Oh, okay.
Streaming more pixels than Discord's meant to handle.
Yeah, my shitty internet can't handle